Here and Now. Chapter 1, A Chance Encounter. The sun hung low in the sky, casting a golden glow over the bustling city. Ava had always loved this time of day, the way the world seemed to slow down, if only for a moment. As she walked through the park, her thoughts bubbled over with the challenges of her busy life. Work was demanding, and her social life had dwindled to the occasional coffee with friends. Sitting on a bench, she pulled out her sketchbook, feeling the familiar tug of inspiration. Drawing was her escape, her way to express herself when words failed her. As she began to sketch, she noticed a figure out of the corner of her eye. A young woman, probably around her age, was jogging past, her laughter mingling with the sound of her music as it blasted from her headphones. Ava's gaze followed the runner, captivated by the carefree spirit that radiated from her. Just then, the woman tripped, stumbling before catching herself and rolling into the grass with an ungraceful thud. Ava jumped up from her bench, instinctively rushing to help. "Are you okay?" Ava called out, her heart racing not just from the sudden rush of adrenaline, but from the unexpected thrill of connecting with someone new. The woman looked up, her emerald eyes sparkling with mischief. "I guess I need to work on my coordination." She laughed, brushing grass off her arms. "I'm Mia." "Ava," she replied, feeling an inexplicable warmth in her chest. Chapter 2, From Strangers to Friends. Over the next few weeks, their chance encounter blossomed into a beautiful friendship. They met every Saturday for brunch, swapping stories about their lives, dreams, and fears. Ava admired Mia's adventurous spirit, a stark contrast to her own more reserved nature. Meanwhile, Mia found comfort in Ava's quiet strength and artistic vision. One sunny afternoon, as they strolled through the park, Mia, feeling particularly bold, suggested they go hiking. "Let's escape the city for a bit. Nature heals, you know?" Ava hesitated. The idea of venturing into the wilderness was daunting, but Mia's enthusiasm was infectious. "Why not?" She smiled, embracing the spontaneity. Their hike turned into an adventure filled with laughter, shared snacks, and genuine conversation. They climbed to a secluded viewpoint that overlooked the city, and as they sat down to catch their breath, the sun dipped lower on the horizon, painting the sky in hues of pink and orange. "Isn't it beautiful?" Mia said, her voice softening. Ava nodded, but her gaze was fixed on Mia's profile, the way the light danced in her hair. "It really is," she whispered, realizing that the beauty around them paled in comparison to the connection forming between them. Chapter 3, The Shift. As their friendship deepened, Ava found herself drawn to Mia in ways she hadn't anticipated. Their playful banter shifted, and glances lingered longer than they used to. The air between them crackled with unspoken tension, and Ava could no longer ignore the flutter in her stomach whenever Mia was near. One evening, as they sat in a cozy cafe, sipping on steaming mugs of cocoa, Mia suddenly turned serious. "Ava, have you ever felt like there's something more between us? Like, we could be more than friends?" Ava's heart raced. She had hoped for this moment but feared it would change everything. "I have," she admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. Mia's expression grew hopeful, searching Ava's eyes for confirmation. "I think we owe it to ourselves to explore that possibility." Chapter 4, Here and Now. That night, standing under the stars in an empty park, they took a leap of faith. Their lips met in a tentative kiss that ignited a fire deep within Ava. Time seemed to stand still as they held each other close, the world fading away until it was just the two of them, lost in a moment that felt both terrifying and exhilarating. From that day on, they embraced their newfound relationship with open hearts. Together, they navigated the challenges of life, work pressures, family expectations, and the weight of the world, drawing strength from each other. As seasons changed, so did their love. Laughter filled their days, and tender moments filled their nights. They created a life rich with adventure, art, and quiet nights spent wrapped in one another's arms. One evening, as they sat together on the couch, Ava turned to Mia, her heart flooding with love. "You know, I used to think I was alone in this world. But now, I realize that every moment with you is exactly where I'm meant to be. Mia smiled, her eyes sparkling. Here and now, she echoed, sealing their bond with a gentle kiss. The world around them continued its chaotic dance, but in their hearts, they had found their sanctuary, a love that felt like coming home. As they held each other close, Ava knew that no matter the challenges ahead, they would face them together, hand in hand, heart to heart, just as they were meant to. In the here and now, they were perfect. Chapter 5, Facing the World Together. As the weeks turned into months, Ava and Mia settled into a rhythm, their lives intricately woven together. They found joy in the small things, the way Mia's laughter could brighten Ava's darkest days, or how Ava's quiet encouragement inspired Mia to chase her dreams more fiercely. But love, like life, came with its share of challenges. One crisp autumn afternoon, as the leaves painted the park in shades of crimson and gold, a conversation arose that would test the foundation of their relationship. Mia, do you ever think about how people might react to us? Ava's voice trembled ever so slightly, the weight of her unspoken fears hanging heavy in the air. Mia paused, the chilly breeze rustling through the branches above. You mean, like your family or friends? She knit her eyebrows together, sensing the apprehension in Ava's voice. Ava sighed, her heart racing. Yeah, I'm worried about what they might say. I want to be with you, but I don't want to hurt anyone else in the process. Mia took a deep breath, reaching for Ava's hand. Ava, you deserve to be happy. We deserve to be happy. But I get it, this is hard. It's a different world for people like us. Ava nodded, tears brimming in her eyes. I never realized how much fear I'd have to face. I'm scared of losing the people I love. Mia squeezed her hand, determination in her voice. Then let's face it together. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be by your side. We'll take it one step at a time. Though comforted by Mia's words, Ava felt a knot in her stomach. The journey was just beginning. Chapter 6, The First Steps. The following weeks were filled with growth and courage. Ava gradually came out to her closest friends and shared her truth with them. To her surprise, most were supportive, embracing Mia as part of Ava's life and happiness. One Friday evening, Ava gathered her courage and invited Mia to meet her parents for dinner. The anticipation was palpable as they approached the cozy, warmly lit home. As they stepped inside, the aroma of Ava's mother's famous lasagna filled the air. Her parents smiled, enveloping Ava in a warm hug. It's so good to see you, sweetheart. And you must be Mia. We've heard so much about you. Ava felt a rush of relief. Her parents were kind and welcoming, and it put her at ease. But as the dinner progressed, so did the questions, and Ava knew the delicate moment would soon arrive. After dessert, when the laughter faded and the conversation turned quieter, Ava's heart raced as she decided it was time. Mom, Dad, there's something I want to share with you. She glanced at Mia, seeking her strength, before continuing. I want you to know that Mia is someone very special to me, and we're in a relationship. Her mother's expression shifted, surprise washing over her face, while her father paused, processing the information. Oh, her mother finally said, we didn't realize. Ava, are you happy? Yes, Mom, very happy, Ava replied, her voice trembling. Mia means the world to me. Her father nodded slowly. I just hope you know what you're getting into, sweetheart. Ava's heart sank at the cautious tone, but Mia brushed against her hand under the table, reassuring her. I do know, Mia interjected, her voice steady. And I want what's best for Ava. She deserves to be happy and true to herself. For a moment, the room was filled with silence, uncertainty hanging between them. Chapter 7, A Step Forward. The conversation continued, navigating through doubts and questions. While not every response was as open as Ava had hoped, she felt a flicker of hope in her parents' willingness to listen. That night, as they returned to Mia's apartment, Ava felt a mix of exhaustion and relief. They didn't react the way I wanted, she admitted, leaning against the doorframe. Mia stepped closer, wrapping her arms around Ava's waist. But you took a huge step. You did it. You stood up for yourself, for us. That's brave. Ava gazed into Mia's eyes, the warmth of their connection grounding her amidst the chaos of the evening. I don't know how I'd face any of this without you. Mia smiled softly. And you don't have to. We're a team. Their lips met in a tender kiss, a promise of unity and resilience. Ava felt that familiar spark of hope as she allowed herself to envision a future with Mia. Chapter 8, Embracing the Journey. Days turned into weeks, and while some challenges remained, Ava and Mia grew stronger. They ventured out with their heads held high, attending LGBTQ+ events in their community, and supporting each other through the highs and lows. One evening, as the city glowed beneath them from their favorite rooftop cafe, Ava turned to Mia, her heart brimming with love. We've come so far together. I truly feel at home in my own skin because of you. Mia's eyes sparkled in the soft light as she replied, and every moment spent with you makes me more alive. I couldn't have asked for a better partner to navigate this life. Ava's mind swirled with visions of their future together, travels across the world, quiet nights of shared dreams, and passionate adventures. She realized that love wasn't just about the romantic moments but also about supporting one another through life's complexities. Their journey wasn't without difficulty, but now, as they faced the world together, Ava understood the power of love, resilience, and the importance of being true to herself. Chapter 9, Here and Now, Forever. Months later, Ava and Mia found themselves standing hand in hand at a beautifully quaint venue, surrounded by their closest friends and family. They had decided to formalize their commitment to one another, not just in love but in life, and the joyous energy of support enveloped them. As they exchanged heartfelt vows, laughter and tears filled the air. Ava felt a wave of gratitude wash over her as Mia spoke the words forever with such conviction. I promise to support you, to cherish you, and to love you, here and now and always. The audience erupted into applause, but all Ava could focus on was the love reflected in Mia's eyes. She was ready to face the rest of their lives together. When it came time for Ava to speak, she took a deep breath, her heart racing. I never imagined the depths of love I could find, but with you, Mia, I am home. You've shown me that being myself is worth celebrating. As they kissed, a surge of happiness enveloped them, promising their journey to continue, filled with love, courage, and the warmth of being together in the here and now. In that moment, Ava knew that with Mia by her side, the world's complexities felt manageable, and their love, pure and unyielding, would guide them through whatever life had in store. Here and now, they were perfect, and forever felt like just the beginning. Chapter 10, Trials and Triumphs. As the weeks unfolded following their beautiful ceremony, Ava and Mia began to settle into married life. Each day was a celebration of their love, filled with laughter and the little mundane moments that somehow felt extraordinary when shared together. They explored new coffee shops, took spontaneous weekend trips, and filled their home with art and music. But challenges were never far behind. One afternoon, as they were unpacking boxes in their new home, Mia received a call from her mother. The tone of the conversation changed drastically as Mia's expression darkened. Ava watched nervously as Mia's vibrant spirit dimmed, her laughter replaced by concern. After hanging up, Mia sat heavily on the couch, her head in her hands. A family emergency? What happened? Ava asked, her heart aching at the sight of Mia's distress. It's my dad. He's been diagnosed with a serious illness, Mia replied, her eyes glistening with tears. They're scared. My mom needs support, and I want to be there for them. But I don't know how they'll react to us, to me being with you. Ava felt her heart clench. You need to take care of yourself, first. Do you want to go? Mia nodded, her voice trembling. I want to, but I don't know how to tell them about our life together. Taking a deep breath, Ava sat closer, taking Mia's hands in hers. You can do this. You're strong. And I'll be right here, supporting you every step of the way. Chapter 11, Standing Strong. The following week, they traveled to Mia's hometown. As they arrived, a familiar sense of unease settled in Ava's stomach. Would Mia's family be receptive? Would they understand their love? Over dinner, as the conversation flowed awkwardly around the room, Mia finally spoke up, her voice steady yet emotional. There's something important I need to share with you all. She glanced at Ava, who nodded encouragingly. Ava and I are married. We're in a loving relationship. A hush fell over the table, and Ava could feel her heart pounding. Mia's mother blinked back tears, her father's brow furrowed in confusion. I know this might be hard to understand, Mia continued, but Ava makes me incredibly happy. I hope you can accept us. After what felt like a lifetime, Mia's mother placed her hand over her mouth, tears spilling down her cheeks. Mia, you are our daughter, and we love you. But this is new for us, we need time to process. Ava held her breath, waiting, unsure of how they would react. It was a tumultuous moment filled with uncertainty, yet the strength of Mia's conviction shone through. Chapter 12, Love and Acceptance. The evening ended with mixed emotions. While some family members were hesitant, the love between Mia and Ava began to bridge the gap. They shared stories, laughter, and even moments of discomfort that turned into lessons of understanding. They provided space for questions, and through it all, the foundation of love remained strong. After a few days, and thanks to Mia's father's courage to ask more questions, the dynamic in the household began to shift. Slowly, acceptance blossomed. Ava witnessed a beautiful transformation as Mia's family began to embrace their love, a journey fraught with challenges but ultimately leading to a deeper connection than before. Mia's mother approached Ava one afternoon, her voice gentle. I may not fully understand everything, but seeing how happy you make Mia has opened my heart. Tears filled Ava's eyes. Thank you. That means everything to me. Chapter 13, a new chapter. After returning home, Ava and Mia felt revitalized. Their trip had solidified their bond, deepening their love. With renewed energy, they decided to start a community art program aimed at supporting LGBTQ+ youth, giving them a safe artistic space to express themselves, just as Ava had done for years. As they worked together on the project, each moment was a reminder of why they fell in love in the first place. Building something together wasn't just about art, it was about supporting each other and the community. One evening, after a long day, they sat in their living room, surrounded by sketches and ideas for the program. Ava turned to Mia, her heart full. You have this amazing ability to light up any room. I'm so proud of us, of what we've built together. Mia smiled, her eyes reflecting the warmth in her heart. I wouldn't want to do this with anyone else. You inspire me every single day. Chapter 14, Here and Now, Forever. As winter melted into spring, the art program flourished, bringing together diverse voices and stories. Each painting, each poem shared, became a testament to resilience, acceptance, and love. And amidst this flurry of creativity and collaboration, Ava and Mia found their own love growing deeper. One evening, after a successful showcase, they found themselves in their studio, surrounded by the artwork of their young artists, their journey etched into every brushstroke and every smile. Ava, Mia said, taking her hands into her own, I want to share something with you tonight. She was nervous but determined, her eyes glistening under the soft glow of the studio lights. I want us to create not just as a couple but as a family. You've been my light, and I want to build a life with you that's full of love, laughter, and, maybe someday, little ones who can thrive in the love we create. Ava's heart soared, tears of joy filling her eyes. Is this your way of asking me to start a family? Mia nodded, emotions swirling within her. Yes. I know it's a big step, but I can't imagine this journey without you. I love you more than words can say, now and always. In that moment, everything around them faded, and it felt like time paused just for them. I love you too, Mia. Here and now, I want to build that future with you. Let's create a life filled with art, love, and family. Mia pulled Ava close, their laughter echoing against the walls that had witnessed their journey, solidifying the promise they just made. Their love story wasn't just about overcoming obstacles, it was about growth, acceptance, and embracing the beauty of life in all its forms. And as they stood there, wrapped in each other's warmth, both women knew that the journey ahead would be filled with challenges and joys. But together, they would face every moment, here and now, forever intertwined in love. In the heart of their vibrant city, with dreams flourishing and love uniting them, they had found their home, a beautiful tapestry of moments lived fully, courageously, and unapologetically. Type an input and press enter. Hi there.